There's big differences here between the Chinese culture and the American culture. You guys are very curious. You like to go out and learn about things and find out about different cultures and see what's going on and go travel there and learn. In the United States, not so much. We are, how do I explain this? In the United States, we grow up from the time we're children, hearing how great we are. How great I am as a person, how great our country is, how great our culture is. We are lao da. We are just the best. We are everything everybody wants to be. And because of that, it makes us walk around like, well, yeah, I am lao da. And that means that everyone should want to be me. I don't want to be anybody else. So why do I care about you? Don't you want to be me? So you add to it the fact that English is the international language. So everywhere I go, I expect everyone to speak English because it's an international language. So that makes us lazy to learn other languages, and it makes us lazy to learn about other cultures. Also, life here for most people is comfortable. We don't want to go to countries if things aren't like that, because why? Why do people want to go somewhere where they may have to struggle? Or where maybe they can't get their favorite food or their favorite item of anything, favorite clothing. They want to be in a place where everything is easy and it's just the way they like it. Less than half of the Americans have passports, even though if you have an American passport, you can really travel to most of the world with no trouble and no visa. It's very easy. But why? Mostly people, they may go to Europe or they'll go to Mexico to go to the beaches. But I don't know, why go to China? It's too difficult, it's too far. How about this? Last year, right now I live in Yunnan. And I called my buddy in New York and I said, hey man, you and your wife, come visit us in Yunnan. I live by Dali, it's great, it's beautiful. And his wife got on the phone and she said, John, do you have a regular Western toilet? And I said, Kathy, no, I don't. And she said, I'm not coming. So they won't come. I mean, these are mature, educated, wealthy people, my friends, and they won't come. They won't come to China because she doesn't want to be on a toilet that's not Western style toilet. That should give you a good idea of how Americans think. And it's a basic example, but it's very clear in its message. So then you guys probably think, Americans are foolish and stupid and dumb, and it's not that. It's not that. What happens is we're just comfortable. Being comfortable makes you lazy, and we don't care. And it's not a criticism of my culture. It's what happens when you grow up the way we grow up. It makes us who we are, and it's very hard to change. I was lucky. I took a risk 20 years ago, and I left this place, and I went to Mexico, and I just started traveling around the world, and that's what I've been doing for 20 years. But I took a risk that most people here don't want to take. Life is secure, it's comfortable, it's stable, and nobody wants to change that. Nobody wants to rock the boat, we say. Keep it the way it is because it's very comfortable. Unfortunately, the lack of information and the lack of interest in trying to make things better, it creates confusion in people. And then confusion develops into fear. And then when things get worse, fear turns into racism, and racism turns into xenophobia. And I know now because of the virus, obviously you've been reading too, that there's been more and more trouble with people because of the virus, and Chinese people have been attacked and people have been saying very bad things. And it's horrible and it hurts my heart. And I mean, I can only apologize to you. I can't change it, but and that's what happens from people not having enough information and not knowing enough. And it's a big problem. And it's something that we have to try to fix. How do we fix it? I don't know. But you are the modern, young, hip, cool. You're the new China. And so maybe you guys can, start finding ways to get more information or bring the cultures more together so that people can understand each other better. It's a huge issue and one we could obviously talk about forever. But I will stop talking. I just wanted to give you a sense of Americans' perception about China and why we think that way, and also why we behave the way we behave.